I achieved all nines in my GCSEs, and there is one simple thing which I had done in my mind before I had done any actions in trying to achieve all nines. And this is one simple thing every person watching can do, but it seems as if no one has does this because most of the questions I get are relevant to this, and the only reason they ask this question is that is because they have not yet done this. The question that I get the most is that I have this amount of time and I'm asking you if I can achieve these grades. The one thing you need to realize is that this is kind of like a distance time formula. So I have an analogy for this. You want to travel this amount of distance and you have this amount of time. So what is the solution? The solution is obviously to go as fast as possible. You have this distance and this time. The only solution is going as fast as possible. This is similar in that you have this amount of improvement in your grades to make and this much time. So what's the solution? The solution is therefore obviously to make as much improvement as possible as quick as possible, so that is to be as productive as possible, and that is the solution. Most people also are asking me if they can do this. Now, this surprises me because this is something simple I had figured out long before I even started trying to revise. In my mind, when I wanted to achieve all nines, I wasn't thinking to myself, I want to achieve all nines and I don't know if I can do it. I wasn't thinking to myself, I want to achieve all nines, but I don't know if it can be done. I was thinking to myself, I want to achieve all nines and I will do it. And nothing's going to stop me. It's that simple. You need to realize, first of all, that you need to believe in your potential. You need to believe that you can do this. Because the most frequent question I'm asked is if they can do it. Yes, you can do it. If you follow the process, you will achieve. The only thing you're doing right now, the only problem I have with what you're doing now is that you're wasting time. And how are you wasting time? You're wasting time by asking that question. If you pause to think about if you can do something, you're not going to achieve it. And you know why? Because you're wasting time on thinking about if you can achieve something instead of just thinking, yeah, I am going to achieve it, I will achieve it, and I'm going to work towards that. So the one thing which I had done in my mind before I had tried to achieve all nines was this. It was thinking, I'm going to achieve this, I will achieve this, I don't care what kind of odds are against me, I believe that I will do this. This is the belief you most likely do not have in yourself right now. This is the belief you need to win, because this will, if you work with the intention that you will win, you will spend less time worrying about if you win, and therefore you will be as productive as possible. Whereas if you stay where you are now and you're stuck thinking, wasting time thinking on, will I do well? Will I win? you are wasting time, you're not being as productive as possible, and by that you might actually not win. So essentially what I'm saying is, if you think to yourself that there's a potential for you to not win, then there is a potential for you to not win. Whereas if you think to yourself, I will win, I will do my absolute best, I will get the grades that I want, you're more likely to get those grades just by thinking that, because you spend less time on, you waste less time, and you can be more productive from that. Also, every single time I revised with the intention to do my best and to be the best out of everyone in the class or something, I have always done my best. You can do this too. I don't know why no one does this. No one revises, no one does work, no one is driven to do their best and actually does that, because I've not seen anyone do it. I've seen it happen very few times, but in my school, in my class, I don't see it much. I don't see people with the belief that they will win. Most people, when they wanted to achieve all nines, they didn't really want it that much. They didn't, because they had neglected the idea that they can do it. Most people didn't get all nines just because they didn't believe they could, just because they believed that they would have to sacrifice 2 or 3 subjects from actually having all nines. They got mostly 9s and then a few 8s and 7s. That happened because they believed that was going to happen. They didn't have the belief that they will achieve all 9s, and so they didn't work for it. They didn't work with the intention, I'm going to do this much work right now and I'm going to get all 9s. They didn't do that. If you do that, if you have the belief that you will achieve your grades, that the top grades that you want, I accept that not everyone can achieve all 9s right now, because you've come this close to the GCSEs. If you're watching and you have GCSEs right now, but still, if you have the belief that you will get the grades that you want, you will get those grades. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's not complicated in any way, and still no one does this. I have no idea why. It's the easiest way to improve your grades right now, and still most people are not doing this. So you have to do this, otherwise you are just shooting yourself in the foot. You're trying to go forwards and you're sabotaging your own potential. So another thing you have to realize is, okay, what if I don't win? What if I don't achieve the grades that I want? What if I don't get lucky and get those grades? Instead of having that mindset of trying to get lucky, you need to realize one simple fact. Volume negates luck. And what does that mean? That means that if you have so much volume in your past papers, in your revision, volume meaning the total amount of past papers, total amount of revision. If you have so much volume and prove to yourself that you can achieve the grade that you want, because past papers, essentially, you test yourself in exactly how a past paper will test you, and you can find out what grade you will get. You can predict what grade you will get just from past papers. If you do past papers enough, if you improve over time so much that you start achieving 9s or whatever other grade that you want to achieve, if you start achieving 9s in those past papers, that volume will mean that you don't have to get lucky in the actual exams. You do so much that you forget about luck, and you just do your best in the actual exams. And this is ideally what you should be doing now. If I were you right now and I had GCSEs in less than a week's time, the only thing I'm doing is past papers, because that is the most direct way for me to improve my grades. And this is the main thing you should be doing, the main thing you should be concerned about. You shouldn't even be having thoughts, like I mentioned, will I not do my best? Will I not get the grades I want? Instead, the only thing you're thinking about is the subject, is, oh, I did that question wrong, I can improve by doing this. You should be so laser focused on improvement that nothing can negate you of doing bad. You do so much work that being unlucky isn't even a possibility, and you will achieve the grades that you want. If you are finding this advice useful, I have a link below to my paid program called Grade 9 Mastery, from which you can unlock your potential entirely and achieve all nines. I understand achieving all nines is not possible for some people right now, but you still have to try your best. You don't think to yourself, oh, I can't achieve all nines, I might as well not try. Don't have that thought. You have to still try your best. You want to put so much effort in that when you get to your results day, you don't have any regret. You don't have to wonder, what if I had done this better or done that better, I hadn't wasted time here, I had started earlier. You don't have those thoughts, because you try your best now. You put 100% in now. If you truly do your best right now, you won't have to have regretful thoughts. You won't have to wonder, what if I did this better? Because you will have done that thing better. You will have made that sacrifice you would consider if you had failed. If you succeed, you will realize, I have done my best, and you will be proud of that. Even if you fail, even if you don't get all nines, even if you don't get the grades that you want, from now, starting now, you will be proud of yourself for actually doing your best. Because most people, 99% of people in this world, don't do their best. They don't put in 100%. With this, you can. With this, you will, because you want to, because you believe that if you do, you will achieve the grades that you want. You see how it all links together? All these beliefs link together, and they create one thing, and that is your success. So have the intention and belief that you will win, and with that intention, don't just have the intention and sit there all happy thinking to yourself, I am the best, I am the best. No. Success is not created by shouting affirmations at a mirror. Success is created with you thinking that you will win, you believing it, and you working with that intention. You working with that will to win. And this is what you need. This is what most people don't have right now. If you implement this, you will do your best, and there's nothing more that you need other than to do your best. So what that might include is you sacrificing a bit of sleep, a bit of fun, a bit of this habit or this other habit, or time with friends, things that you do for fun. Sacrifice that for this short period of time until your GCSEs are over, and then after you can have your fun. Right now, make the sacrifice, do your best, and succeed. This is all you need.